Alright, let's start. This is how the line is going to look. Well, actually how it looks. We're only finishing now the steps where people are going to cut. In this area, this is the refuse that will come from this belt underneath with all the peelings and whatever seeds and whatever we're throwing away. This first section is for peelers. Just so you know, this part here, they are installing now the piece of plastic cutting board. They couldn't do it because this is where the two lines join. So all this section here is going to be peelers, and somewhere around here we're going to start cutting. From this point the mango will fall into the washing section for treatment, and here it comes already treated, falls onto the mango. This section here is going to be covered now with another piece of stainless steel coming about this high, so that there is no way that anything can fall behind. This here underneath is where the trays come for filling. They're filled here, and once this first tray is filled, then we push in the next tray. They come like this, push in the next tray in, and they just flow down here. On this belt there is no mango, it's only trays. This first station, we have one person here grabbing the tray, weighing it, and then returns it to the belt. And on the second table, the person grabs the already weighed mango, put it here, put a lid, and return it to the tray, to the belt. We don't need a belt this long anymore, but that's the one that we had. So eventually I'm going to cut this table around here about more or less about 8 to 9 feet, or maybe make another one and use this one for our line 3. Over here in this part is where we're going to eventually have individual sealers for each machine. Right now we have 2 sealers to heat tunnels like this one, and we're going to have one for each line, so that each line is going to do its own full production. So you can see now everything is full stainless steel, very nice. This doesn't go here. The belt on the bottom still needs tensioning, but that's the only thing that's missing, that and the steps. And also removing some wiring that we don't need anymore, because it was intended for the time when we had 3 independent sections. Now we have 1 single section. So you can see more or less how everything is going to look. Right now my back is against the washing room, and we have 15 feet to the beginning of the line, of the refuse. We're going to have more or less this area here for to bring the raw product onto each line. Again, we're going to open up another hole in this wall when we have the third line. Each one of these conveyors is going to bring in fruit for one specific line. That way we can trace, we can track what we're going to, the raw product we use on each individual line for efficiencies. Basically, as you can see here, we're peeling and taking the mango over to the other line for cutting and processing. But now all that is going to be, all these people are going to be on a single line, and we should have about 20% less people for the same production or even higher production on each line. All this part here, this room, the blue curtain room, is going to disappear. I might do it on that end to have the option of doing pineapple at the same time as mango. But in general terms, I'm walking out to the other end of the room. All this coconut is going to be moved out of here. This is how the line will end. Right now my back is against the shipping room. We're going to have our third line will come to about here. This area in the back is where we're going to do the stacking, or at least move the trays through that wall to be stacked on the other side. This part here is still have to think how we're going to do it. The three production lines are going to take that much space, actually a little less because they are narrower than the tables. And this area here is going to be open for tables, like an overflow of production or maybe pineapple at the same time as everything else. That's about it, I think. All right, call me if you have any questions.